Hello everyone, so the topic that we are going to discuss today is Johari Window. Now, Johari Window was given by Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham. Why is this called a Johari Window? Because both of their first names, Johari, Jo from Joseph and Harry from Harrington, is combined and form Johari Window. That was just a fun fact. Let's move on. Johari Window says that the transaction, the communication can happen effectively when the information is known, when the knowledge of information is there. Now, in Johari Window, we are talking about ourself. We are talking about the self-knowledge, okay? The knowledge of self known to us, something about us that is known to us and known to others, okay? That is what Johari Window is talking about. That means we can communicate freely, we can communicate effectively when there is sharing of knowledge, when the trust is there. That means the knowledge that I have about myself, when it is also known to others, communication can happen freely and effectively. So here, let's just quickly jump to the Johari Window. This is the quadrant of Johari Window. In the we will study this quadrant on the parameters of information known to self, information unknown to self, information known to others, and information not known to others. Okay, so here we talk about the first window. What we see here is information known to self. Information is known to self and information is known to others. So there's something about me that I know and others know also. For example, I know that I dance very well. Others also know that I dance well. Okay, so we can have an open communication about my dancing skills. We can have an open communication about how I like dancing or anything that relates to dance. Okay, we can have an open communication. They know this thing about me, I know this thing about me, so an open communication can happen. Let's move on to the second window of this quadrant, and that is information is not known to self, information is known to others. There's something that I don't know about myself but others know about me, and that is a blind window. That means I don't know something about myself but others know that about me. So in this window, because there's some knowledge I am lacking about myself, there can be a communication gap. There can be a hindrance in the communication. What kind of information is this? What can be the example of this? For example, I'll tell you a real example. When I was teaching this topic in class, so I asked my students, is there any information that they know about me which I don't know, or probably they think that I don't know? So they said, ma'am, you say theek hai and okay bachche understood a lot. I didn't realize it actually. I didn't realize that okay, theek hai or understood bachche I used to say a lot. So this was my blind window. These things I keep repeating. This was my blind window, and though the students knew it, now when they tell it to me, this becomes a open window. So now from blind window, we move to open window. Okay, so blind is something that you don't know about yourself. Something that you unknowingly do, something that you subconsciously do. That is your blind self. That some information that you don't know about yourself, others know about you. Okay, let's now move on to the third window of this quadrant. That is information is known to self but not known to others. So here I know something about myself, I'm not telling it to you, right? So that is a hidden window. I am not comfortable sharing some information about me. So that becomes a hidden window, and again there's hindrance in communication in hidden window as well. Why? Because we cannot freely communicate something that I am hiding, okay, and that's why communication cannot happen. But if I tell you that information, we move from hidden self to open self. Again, the communication can happen freely now. Okay, now the last window is information is not known to me and information is not known to others. So there exists some information about me that I have no idea about, and neither does the receiver or the person I'm communicating to has any idea about. That is a unknown self. That means we are yet to discover that information. That information exists, but we are yet to discover that information. Again, in this window, we are not able to communicate freely. We are not able to effectively communicate because there is lack of information. If I first discover this information, this window becomes hidden self. If others discover this information first about me, this becomes a blind self. And if we both discover this information, this becomes a open self. So you understand, when we are in the open window, we can effectively communicate, we can openly communicate, and all the other windows have some scarcity of information, and thus open communication does not happen. So people, if they move from their window to open window, open self, the communication can be effective. Okay, so this is what Johari window is. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Bye.